Welcome to the Office of the Technologist. I am Rory Monaghan, Senior Technologist in Numecent, and in this episode, I would like to talk to you about DEX. The term digital employee experience, referred to as DEX, started to get promoted by several industry analysts in recent years. DEX pertains to the overall experience that employees have with digital tools, technologies, and platforms provided by their organization to perform their work. This includes everything from the hardware and software they use, the user interfaces and accessibility of these tools, the integration and efficiency of digital systems, all the way up to the support and training provided to help the employees use these tools effectively. Several technology vendors have adapted their product suites to cover various facets of DEX as defined by analysts at the likes of Gartner and Forrester, with a keen focus on features and abilities like application performance, device performance, anomaly detection, self-service repair, unified communications quality, user sentiment, and more. Vendors of monitoring products in particular have expanded their products that originally focused mostly on providing utilization metrics and insights data, as well as streamlining administrative tasks, to now include features such as user-initiated fixes, user sentiment retrieval, and, of course, the all-important employee experience score. The self-service features empower users to resolve their own issues, reducing the number of service desk tickets and the frustration and time lost that comes along with dealing with support tickets. The user sentiment feature provides the ability to allow employees to rate their experience and provide feedback to the IT teams, and that employee experience score can aggregate traditionalized, normalized data like utilization data with that user sentiment to show the level of each individual employee's experience. So no more assumptions that everything is fine because systems are operating within an expected baseline. The data is now normalized with that employee feedback, and thus the data is richer than ever before. Think about it. In the past, we as administrators relied on monitoring products presenting resource utilization metrics and system data, but that never really provided a full picture of an employee's day-to-day experience consuming the IT services. In a previous scenario, you may have had two employees whose resource utilization data was the same. You saw they had the same type of laptop, their login time was about the same, their memory and CPU utilization trended throughout the day was about the same too. On the face of it, you may have determined the resource utilization was within an acceptable range, so both employees must be having an enjoyable experience. However, there was no way to know for sure unless you asked those employees. And then when you asked, you may have discovered one of those employees is having a fine experience, while the other employee was unhappy with their experience. What is acceptable to one person may not be acceptable to another. Rich data with the lens of DEX helps cater to all employee preferences and requirements by receiving that user sentiment and including it with the raw data. There is still a major area, though, being overlooked by vendors and enterprises when it comes to delivering an optimal DEX, and that is the applications. Application-related issues can be complicated. If you rely on user sentiment to point out that a problem they are facing is an application issue, you will be let down. Employees are typically not all technical. They do not understand what an application is versus a network issue, a storage issue, etc. Not only that, but field technicians and service desk members also may not be able to diagnose application issues correctly, particularly when being measured on time to resolution. They need to get the job done quickly. They may simply re-image a desktop, categorize the ticket as a desktop problem, and then move on with their day. There is so much productivity being lost and frustration experienced due to application issues. And when the underlying problems are never being addressed because they're being miscategorized, they're doomed to repeat. Employees who work on computers rely on applications. Without functioning applications, they simply cannot work. The applications are the main component in DEX. Delivering a good digital employee experience requires modernizing the management of applications. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. While DEX is an awesome initiative within your organization, you must account for more than the data and user sentiment will tell you. You need to take a holistic approach and look at every aspect of your IT services and how you can improve them. For EUC teams, you should embrace DEX platforms to enrich your data with user sentiment and empower your employees to fix some of the issues they encounter on their own using a DEX platform. But you must also look at the key component all employees rely on for doing their work, the applications. You must modernize how you manage your applications to eliminate application install failures, failed application updates, application conflicts, incomplete uninstalls, and more. These are the issues that plague IT, but often go overlooked. To learn how you can provide the optimal DEX by modernizing application management, head over to numecent.com, where we have many great blogs, videos, and more. And of course, be sure to follow for more great videos.